raining. You guys ever gone to take a number 2 and the toilet seat isn't down all the way, or like the big toilet seat isn't down, and so you just go to sit down and you land right inside the toilet? Pretty sure it only happens once to everybody. If it's happened to you, like this video. If it hasn't and you're watching this, then you're a liar, because it happens to everybody. Both outside when you texted that.
Well, all right.
It's Jake.
Hi. My name is Jake Brown, 27 years old. I am a Tier 2 support technician at Call. I guess first kind of achievement, thinking about like what I want to try to get done with the day, like for the day, what I'm trying to accomplish, and like if I can be better day to day than like what I was previously. I mean, I know that's kind of a cliched, you know, be your best self, all right, be better than the person you were yesterday, but like that really is a pretty motivating thing for me anyway, in that like another thing that's a little bit odd, and I was kind of reflecting on this the other day, that's more unique to me, I suppose, is that I'm motivated by kind of doing weird shit. Doing things in kind of an unorthodox way that's unique to me is kind of a motivating thing. For example, like I couldn't figure out a way to get my diet and exercise in a way that like worked for me. And then I discovered this intermittent fasting thing, and I was like, there are crazy motherfuckers that will just diet like the way they eat, it's just 1 meal per day. I'm like, that's cool. That's weird, and I want to try it. So now I just drink coffee all day and eat 1 meal a day, and it's been working really well for me. And then music, sure, love music. I listen to it all day, every day. That feeling that music kind of gives you, that just encourages you to kind of go on with that, whatever music it might be, whether it's some fun heavy metals or it's dumb, I don't know, fun stuff like Wheeler Walker Jr. I mean, in 1 year from now, I see myself still working with, still see myself working my way up the ladder in regards to more long-term goals. I'd like to get to a point with my capoeira, for example, that I could start teaching that as a side gig, and hopefully even more of like a primary gig. But I think that would take probably another 5 years or so. I would like to see myself out of my parents' basement in 1 year. And ideally closer to kind of a early retirement type situation. I've been aggressively saving a lot of monies so that I could ideally retire early from regular work, so that I could support myself financially to do like capoeira work. That I shouldn't go to college, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at college. 10 years ago, I would be 17, and I would say fuck around a lot more too. Like, be more stupid. Like, I know that that's a weird thing, like, but I was
just to have more experiences.
Yeah, because I was a pretty reserved Mormon kid growing up, and I didn't really have regular teenage experience. So, I mean, if I were 10 years ago, I would have been to, fuck up more. Yeah. I mean, I guess I have a few, depending on what facet of, or like what subject we're talking about. Like if it were like just life in general, like people who've inspired me, I think, I had a really cool grandpa. I had my dad, just hardworking, dedicated to the family. types. Just kind of a good role model in that regard. In regards to like things I like to do, I love Juji Mufu. I've been following him for a long time. He's the dude that does the chair splits on the Instagrams and does all kind of wacky things. Andrew WK I've been following for a long time. I've posted about him a few times on my social media because I'm an annoying fan. And the overall like party philosophy that he has, while childish, is really awesome, and it's helped me through a lot of kind of hard times. I was lucky enough to meet him a couple weeks ago, and it was really cool. It was a party. It was quite the party. I don't know what my path is, so I don't know if I can give that great of advice. And I think also that your path kind of evolves and changes over the years. I actually remember having a conversation with some dude who was like 60. I was working at a hotel, and somehow or another we got sucked into this conversation, and I asked him more or less the same question. And I asked him what he did for a living, and he said property management. I was like, how the hell did you get into property management? Like residential or business? And he's like, it's business. I was like, what the hell got you into that? He's like, I don't know. It just kind of happened. And I was like, is this your passion? Is this what you like to do? And he's like, 15, 20 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be into this, or this would be my job, or this would be my career, and that I would love it. He's like, but I do now. He's like, and I do love it. And I think more or less finding your passion is something that kind of evolves and changes over the years. You might be into one thing for a while, but then, 5-10 years from now, you could give a fuck about it, right? I mean, 10 years ago, what did you love, and it's now stupid? Anything in particular?
Probably video games.
Yeah.
I don't really care about them anymore. Okay, so you got the sun. That sun though.
Fine eats.
And you got the storm of hell. It comes from hell. Hours and 14 minutes on my work day, minus my 1 hour lunch. That's a good day. Lots of work done.
Totally in like with them now.